What is going on, everyone? Simplode here with Off Meta Bros, and today I have a little bit of a special video. What I wanted to do is kind of showcase my personal favorite leaders and the alternate art character cards that I have to go along with them. Now I've been playing the game now for roughly a little over 2 years, since OP3, OP4. And before, what I used to do is I used to basically collect as many cards as I could and make as many decks as possible. And then maybe I would have one or two decks that I would mainly take to locals. And over the course of the last 2 years, I've started to really realize that many of the decks I really focused on were yellow or had a combination of yellow. And so that's why over the past couple months, I've started to mainly focus on collecting alternate art cards for the decks I know I'm going to use now and even into the future. Of course, yes, there will be block rotation, but I know that I'll have them for collecting purposes as well. So let's get right into it. So first up, we have the leaders, and I apologize. I have two lights on and even natural light coming in, but there still will be a glare because most of them have penny sleeves on them. So it's just going to have a constant reflection, so I apologize. But go pretty quick here. I do have Charlotte Linlin, Katakuri, Arlong, Enel, Yamato, Pudding, Nico Robin, Vegapunk, and Kid, all alternates. These are all have been my favorite leaders to use, and definitely going to continue to use them. So I started collecting alt characters based off these leaders specifically. And there's a couple random ones in there, which you'll see, but most of them are related to some sort of combination for these decks specifically. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's see here if I can get them in the camera. So it looks like I set this up for Arlong specifically for the first set. So I do have four of the, these are the PRB versions of the alternate art. I don't believe that he actually had an original alternate art, so I definitely had to pick those up when they came out. Same with Kiku's. In PRB, they came out with an alternate art version, so I had to pick them up. Same with Cracker, but I do believe he had an alternate art. I just liked the PRB ones a lot better, so I picked up a playset of those. Onami's, these are the original 06 versions. Picked them up slowly because these were kind of expensive when basically the last couple sets she's been pretty big on most yellow decks, so that's why she was pretty expensive. So I had to pick those up slowly, but I do have a full playset now. Sanji is a little bit different. I did trade. I didn't originally plan on getting these until I traded for a OP3 version and this is the PRB version. So as soon as I get two, I was like, well, I have to complete the set. So I ended up getting two more of the 03 versions just because they were cheaper. And I still have one of the PRB versions, so why not just have one of and then just complete the set with the original. Now I can't remember with PRB did something kind of weird. They either had full arts or they had alternate arts, and I can't tell if this one is the full art version or the alternate art. I do remember the reason I got these is because this one looked better than the alternative, so I'm assuming these are the alternate art. I don't know. They look great, so I had to get a full play set. Use them in a lot of decks. Moving on. Okay, moving on to the Big Mom Pirates category. I got three of the original OP3 alts plus a winner one. I did not win this. I did trade for it, but I had to have one of at least, so I have a full playset of that. These are the PRB versions of the Charlotte Sparrow. I'm obviously not going to go into the details of what these characters are, just going to go over what I have. But got full playset of the PRB versions because I think they look better than the original. Got full playset of the Flampes. These broke my bank. I'm scared to look at the price now since Enel's kind of dead, but I traded for one. It was kind of the same scenario. Once you get one, you've got to complete the set. So that's what I did. For Nico Robin and Charlotte Pudding, I had to get, move this over for this. I had to get 4 of the 9 cost purple ones. I got a full play set of that. I got a full play set of the 10 cost Big Moms. I mean, If you know me, know my decks, I love Big Mom Pirates, so I had to get them, picked them up. These were, the 8-cost Katakuris were kind of a maybe. So I traded for the PRB version, broke my bank, and I traded for another one of the base, and same scenario. If you get one, get two, you gotta finish them off. So I did end up getting two more of the original 03 versions because I did not feel like paying like $500 for 4 of the Katakuris for the PRB. All right. Moving on to more of the Enel category here. So I got 2 of the full art / alternate arts of Shirahoshis from PRB, and then I got 2, I think these were event packs. These were like way cheaper than this one for some reason. These were like $3. So I was like, these kind of look better in my opinion. So I was like, why not? I'll do 2 of and 2 of. They look great. 4 of the Shirahoshis. Still use this now in my Eustace Captain Kid deck. It's a great card to have. So I was like, you know what? I use it enough to pick up the alternate art. Why not? 4 Gadatsus. They look great. I don't believe he has another alternate art. I think these are just the only ones he got. So picked up 4 of those. Enel's a little bit different. I did end up pulling this special Enel. I did not buy this. So once I pulled it, I actually didn't get these other ones till somewhat recent, as I didn't really play Enel that much when he was popular with having these in there. So when these dropped to like, I think I got them for maybe $6 a pop, I was like, well, I might as well pick up for maybe in the future. And now if you do want to still compete with Enel, I think people are putting these back in there. So they're actually pretty expensive now. I do have a full playset of the original alternate art Yamatos from OP3, because kind of like the Katakuris, the PRB versions of these are like $140, $150 by the time of recording this. So I was like, nope, I'll stick with the 03 versions. And then I've talked about this before on my channel. I think this is probably one of my favorite cards in the game, the 10-cost Aces. And also I think this is one of the best alternate art cards they have. So I had to pick up a full play set of the 10-cost Aces, another bank breaker, but whatever, I'll use them. The things we do for One Piece. And this is Vegapunk. Okay, so I do got a full playset of the Searcher Lilith. At the time of purchasing most of these, they were not terribly expensive. And by like terribly, I mean most of them were under $15. So I got these for like 12. These were 8. Maybe not the Namis. The Namis were like $20 a pop. So never mind with Namis. Those are expensive because this is used in like every yellow deck known to mankind. But you got full playset of those. These are some of a recent pickup. I got the Bonnies because I like to use them in Arlong for cycling, and then I kind of wanted to finish them out because I know Vegapunk is going to be making somewhat of a comeback in, I believe it's EB2. So I was like, why not? I might play this deck again, and so finished it out. Same with the Egghead Luffy's. These are not the special. These are just the standard alternate art. Pick those up. S-Snake. I do like S-Snake and Vegapunk. Not a lot of people use her, but I was like, if I'm going to use her again, these were really cheap, like less than $5, so might as well just pick up a full play set for just in case purposes. And then moving on to the last couple full pages here, I got, this was mainly for Viola, or Pudding, but I got the Violas, got a full play set of her, and then I bought this when she was really low, when the set first came out of OP9, and I knew that she was going to probably become a staple in the game, so I just went ahead and picked up a full playset of Nico Robins when they were like 15, and now they're like over 30, or at least over 20, so it was definitely worth it. So I went ahead and picked up a full playset of Herbs. I use her a lot. And then my boy Capone. He actually has multiple alternate arts. I just think that the PRB versions is the better one. So I picked up a full playset of the PRBs. Moving into 10 here. Whoop, I hit the camera probably multiple times. That's okay. I got a full playset of the Luffy's, Searcher Luffy's for Supernovas, and then a full playset of the Eustace Captain Kids. I'm saving this spot for maybe I might look into collecting the 7-cost Laws Supernova. It's just that those alternate arts are currently like 70 bucks a pop, so I'll wait till they drop a little. Maybe you can trade. And then moving to the final page here, these are mainly just, I wouldn't call them works in progress because I don't know if I'm actually going to end up getting more. But I do have one. I pulled this, the 10-cost Linlin. I've had it in my trade binder for a bit now. I might still keep it in there. I don't think I'm going to end up keeping it because I don't really need it, because I have a playset of the other ones and I don't really want to play it. It's a really nice card. And then Onami's, or at least I traded for this one recently. This is the Onami from the pack from, I believe, the Dallas event. I do have one of the PRB Hody Jones. I was planning on getting a full playset of these, and I just didn't. Now I'm regretting it because he's up to like 70 bucks because of Bonnie making a comeback. Got one Kazuki. I might pick him up just because they're probably pretty cheap now, because I don't believe Lando Wano is that playable with Yamato right now. So it might be pretty cheap. I got one of these aces. I've used it in Vegapunk before. And then one of the double attack banish Yamatos. That may or may not be expensive. I'm not too sure. But there you have it, guys. That is my current yellow, green, purple, whatever I like to use collection. Mainly yellow, because I'm just one of those guys that have a very small pea brain and like to use yellow in One Piece, because I don't like to think, right? I don't like to play black, I don't like to play green or blue, because all require thinking. I like to just throw down the cards and let the cards do my work for me. So there you have it. And then here, another page. Thanks for guys watching. I'll probably do some standard updating videos to this, because it's a constant, obviously, revolving thing. So I'll probably just make this is my OP10 update, and then I'll probably do one every single set. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please give us a comment of what you'd like. Please subscribe if you want to, and keep on liking the videos. Thank you everyone for your support, and I'll catch y'all real soon.